Hello, happy Wednesday. We've made it through half the week, right? We are halfway there. We're on hump day. So welcome, welcome. My name is Becky Arnett or Carmus. You're hanging out with me either on my business page or perhaps my YouTube channel, Crafts by Becky and the number 2. Thanks for stopping by. When you pop on, tell me, hey, let me know you're here. And if you're watching the replay, just put replay below. So tonight we're going to be playing around with a ChalkMade kit. This thing is like super awesome. It sold out really fast. So it is now out of stock. I do, however, have some in my stock. So if you need this bad boy, then put kit below. Kit below. I don't know how many I've got, so I'm going to just go in order. And then when I run out of them, then I'm out of stock. So we're going to be doing the lemon tray tonight. How fun is that one, right? So the lemon tray. So it comes in the kit. Everything you need is in here to do that fabulous little lemon there. So you even get the little metal hooks, handles to do everything. So this is what comes in here. And you get your surface, your transfer, the paste, the squeegee, the trays, and then the little handles. So like I said, this has already sold out of stock. It's called a lemon tray. I do have some in my personal stock. Hey, Jackie. So if you want it, then put kit below. Kit below. Let's open this bad boy up. So how's everybody doing tonight? And there's a couple different variations that you can do with this that I will show you that you can do. So this is going to be everything that comes in the tray, but then you can put a spin on it if you want to. So let's see what comes in this tray. So we've got our paste packets. So our paste packets are like little catch-up packets. They're normally good for about 2 to 3 projects. So we've got some bumblebee, we've got some sunny side. So there's the different shades between the bumblebee and the sunny side. I haven't played with the sunny side yet. And then we've got color trays. And these little color trays, you can actually buy these in a set of them. But this tray does come with 2, or this kit comes with 2 of them. And I know people that actually wash these out and reuse them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I pitch them. Depends on the mood. And then you get a mini squeegee. So that's like your paintbrush. So that's everything that comes in this little package. We've got some instructions. That kind of tells you how to do this if you need a little help. There's also an online video that you can watch. And of course, you can watch me doing it right here. This was one of the options I had in my in-person workshop here in Crestview. I'm going to break into the packaging. And Jackie, was this one of the kits that we had for you on the back burner? So here is one of the handles. So it's got packaged in there to keep it from scratching. And this is our wood. It's nice and thick. Look at that. Look at that thickness of that board. And then of course it's looks like. So you got the wood grain on one side, and then the back of it just kind of looks like it's like a solid white. I thought so. I thought so. And then we have our transfer. And now remember, these transfers are reusable. You can get 8 to 12 uses out of these little bad boys. Let's turn them over so you can read. The fresh squeezed and there's a zest for life. Now, you know what I have saw people been doing with these bad boys is, you know, our rustic rounds, the round little wooden boards, they've been taking this and chalking one half of it and then spinning it over and doing the other half of it. So they end up with a big, old, huge slice. How awesome is that? I have to find that. I don't know if they ended up having something attached or a saying across it, or if they just hung that on the door with a ribbon, but it was so cute. It was so darling. Okay, so let's open this up. And then, do I want to cut these out? I think I'm going to do it the cheating way. Remember the cheating way that I've shown you guys on how to cut these out? So I don't have to cut apart my transfers. Now, right here on the cut lines, you can cut these apart in little pieces and parts. But since I found the little trick out that another one of my upline leaders showed us, if you use the transfer trimmers, you can pull this up. Instead of actually cutting this, the front and the back, and you're cutting your backing paper, you can do this cute little trick here and just kind of lift it up, put your transfer trimmers in there, and you can kind of just cut it like that, and then you end up with your big piece of transfer trimmer, or your transfer trimmers. These are your transfer trimmers. You can put your piece back on your big old backing paper and keep it all together. And since my big lemon slice here is too big to go into my little portfolio book for this size, it's going to end up having to go back into that plastic packaging that it came in. So we're just going to keep it like the way it came. A little harder to do the curve. Okay, so there's half. I think it's easier if we cut it from this other side. Normally, once you get right in the center of that silk screen, you can get your scissors so it'll just kind of rip right through there. You don't really have to do a lot of cutting. Just like that. See how it's right in the center of that silk screen? And you don't even really have to cut. You just have your transfer trimmers. Just do it. Isn't that so much easier? Love it. That is such an awesome trick. Hello, Miss Teresa. So what we're going to do here is we're going to be putting this on wood. So we're going to take this piece off. And we're going to fuzz it. Just going to fuzz it a couple of times. Loosen up that stick so it's not crazy sticky. So that was 2 times. This is 3 times. Let's do 1 more just for fun. Now, if you don't have a fuzzing cloth, you can always use like a bath towel. Worst case, you can use your shirt. Just anything to pick up a little lint is what you're doing. And we're going to put this on our piece of wood here. Center it up. Now, there is so much you can do with this slice. Now, the kit comes with like the 2 yellows, the bumblebee and the sunny side. But just think what you could do with this. You can, I already told you that you could do it and do a whole rustic round for your door and make it into a full slice instead of a half slice. But just think, you can actually do this and turn this into a lime versus a lemon wedge. You could turn this into a watermelon wedge. You see how you can do endless possibilities with this. Endless. Just making sure he's centered. Looks like he needs to move over just a hair. even over a hair. Now, if you've already got wax in your collection, I would probably throw a little bit of wax on here. But the kit doesn't come with any wax, so I'm going to do it just like you would be doing it if you got the kit and you do not have wax in your stash. So anytime you have these big areas of silkscreen, you want to make sure that you've got that down and you don't have any air bubbles underneath it. You don't want to see any movement in those areas, because those are what we call, and I see one right there, a little bit of movement right there, what we call like an air pocket. So the easiest way to get an air pocket if it doesn't work out with your fingers is just take one of your squeegees, just kind of run it and see how it just moved that right there. I didn't even see that air pocket. Pick it up and just kind of work all that air out. Another air pocket. And you could do this with any size squeegee. This happens to be an angled squeegee that I'm playing with just because it's bigger. It's a bigger squeegee. So we've got different size squeegees. We've got minis, we've got smalls, we've got angled, and then of course we've got the 4-inch handled squeegee for those really, really big projects. And then of course we've got our multi-tools, our detailed tool, so all kind of tools depending on what you need done. I'm just working out those air bubbles. Okay, I think I likey. Okay, so if we're going to do this like the inspiration picture comes with, then we're going to do the dark, which will be the bumblebee on the outside rim, and then we're going to do the sunny side in the center, because remember you get 2 sunny sides. So they do send you 2 of these because this is a bigger surface. I don't really think you really need 2 of these, but it's better to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it, right? And it comes with 1 bumblebee. So let's see how far our sunny side will do with 1 paste packet, right? Let's see. Let's try it out. So with the paste packets, you want to kind of press it around. You want to mend that paste around. Just like everything else, everything settles. So you're just wanting to make sure you got a good mix before you open it up. Now, if it's a smaller project, I would probably just use a little bit out at a time, and then when you can come back, you can always squeeze out a little bit more of it if you need to. But if you end up squeezing out too much, then, you know, it doesn't go back in these packets. But for this one, I know we're pretty much going to need most of this, if not all of it, since we've got 2 paste packets. Odds are we're going to need all of it. So we're just going to kind of put it down here. Now, we could put it in the little color trays. You could. I mean, it came with 2 color trays, right? Came with little color trays for us to use. I just elected to do my own spin on it, right? And then take your squeegee, which is your paintbrush, and then you're just going to spread it around. This is so hard, guys. It is so hard, right? If you can put butter on a piece of toast, then you can do this right here. And this was just 1 paste packet. And I didn't even get all of it out. And look, we've already got 2, working on number 3. So for my Crestview folks popping on, I did post, the next workshop got posted this morning. It's going to be a patriotic workshop. We're going to be making all kind of like 4th of July projects. We've got a Stars and Stripes that's going to be on a 9x12 frame. You can pick a 3-pack of stars. I've got a little 2-pack of little houses that you can decorate. And then there's one 5x7 option in there. So I gave you a lot of different options that you can pick one. Or maybe you want to make a little 4th of July collection. So you may want to grab a couple of projects. So for my local folks, take a look at that and see if you'd be interested in hanging out and doing in-person fun chalk and chat. That's going to be here in Crestview, and it's a week from tomorrow. So I believe that was the 27th of June, if memory serves me correctly. Okay, we ran out, so we're going to have to go back for more. But I don't think we're going to need that second paste packet. I think this is going to be more than enough here. I think we've got enough in one paste packet. So if that's the case, you've got a whole another paste packet you're going to get to be able to save for another project. Now, doing these, you want to move fairly fast because this is a lot of surface area that we're covering with the paste. You don't want that paste to dry in your transfer. So if you're moving a little slower, or like, let's say somebody comes in and is talking to you kind of in the middle of your crafting, you might want to take a break and go ahead and peel back your transfer from the paste just so it doesn't stick. Doesn't dry. You don't want it to dry in that transfer, which is what we're going to do now. So we're going to just peel it back, probably just peel it back in sections, because I don't want to take this completely off. It's harder to line it back up. It's just easier if we just kind of work it off a little bit here. Maybe to there. Just drop it very gently and then work this other side. Loosen it out of that transfer. Okay, so I've got everything out of the transfer, so I don't have to worry about any of that drying in there. Now, if you wanted to hit all that with a blow dryer just to make sure it dries before you stick this back down, you can. But as long as you gently kind of put it down, normally nothing's going to move and mess it up. I'm just going to put down the rime again. So now all I'm worried about is the rime. We're done with this part. So I'm not really worried too much about getting all that down, but I just want to make sure that my rime is going where it needs to go. And see, I'm not pressing anything here. All I'm doing is pressing the outside, getting that back down. I may have to come at it again with my squeegee again, because I think I see some more air bubbles. At this point, you've already pulled back your transfer, so you know nothing's stuck. So if you've only got one squeegee, you could clean your squeegee at this point, and then you can do what I'm doing here by getting all the air bubbles out again. Kind of be careful. Make sure you're not going to grab any of that yellow and transfer it over here. Okay, we're back and we're ready for the next part, which is going to be the bumblebee. The darker yellow. And here's your bumblebee. I don't think I'm going to use this paste packet. I think I'm going to find bumblebee up here in my stash. I already have bumblebee, so we're just going to break open my jar. Let's grab us a squeegee, and then let's do this section. Now, if you wanted to do a watermelon, you could you'd either have to have, you know, chalk you already have maybe in your stash already, or you would need like a green and like a pinky. You could do it in red, probably a red or a reddy pink, red, whatever you want for your watermelon section. And then you would need some black to come back and give you some seeds. Or you can make a lime and do this rim here in a green, maybe a darker green, maybe like a meadow. And then come back and put the the inside of it in like a lighter green. Like maybe our shimmer olive. Shimmer olive would be like a lighter green. So you can do so much with this transfer. Okay, if you've got the jars, just go back over it, pull off that excess, put it back into your jar, save it for another project. And are you ready? Here we go. You should always pull your transfer. See how I'm pulling it with two hands here? Trying to get it off evenly. I'm going to put this one probably in the kitchen sink since it's as big as it is. Makes it easier for cleaning than my bathroom sink. Put the lid on my bumblebee. Let's clean our fingers. So this kit is called the Lemon Tray. Like I said, it sold out in a skinny minute. But I do have some here still left in my stock. So if this is something that you would like to grab, one of these cute little lemon trays, then just put kit below in the comments, because I've got a couple of these still left in my stock. So we're going to have to hit at it with a blow dryer enough so that we can dry it before we can put our little handles on here. That is a very good question, Vicki. I didn't look it up. Pull it up. It is $39.99 is the kit. Okay, so I think we're dry enough now to put the handles on here. I brought me a Phillips head back here and then a regular screwdriver because I didn't know how my tops were going to look. And these are... Boy, my eyesight's getting really bad. So these are Phillips. I know it's the easiest way to do this. Now, like I said at the very beginning, you could do something on the other side. Like maybe you wanted to make a watermelon. You could do the watermelon side on the back. And flip it around. Whenever you felt like a lemon. Is this a lemon or a lime? I'm a little partial to that watermelon. I almost wanted to do a watermelon tonight. But I'm like, no, because if you end up getting this kit's going to come with all the yellows. And everyone likes lemons, right? Lemons are definitely in. Citrus is in. So I just stuck those screws in. Don't know if that was the easier way to do it or not, but that's what it did. Okay, where is my Phillips? Okay, so every time I come live, I give you guys a sprinkle word. If you would be gracious enough to do some sprinkling and share this video with your family and your friends and spread the chalk love, I would much appreciate it. You get an entry into my weekly game. So this week's game started on Sunday. So you can just start tonight if you wanted to. You can sprinkle this video every night all the way until Sunday. My sprinkle game runs Sunday to Sunday. And then you can sprinkle once per day. So that just gives you more time to get your name into the bucket. But I think it was last week before last, we had the winner had only sprinkled it one time. So that shows you one will do it. Granted, you know, the more you sprinkle, the better your odds, just like playing that lottery. So tonight's sprinkle word is lemon tray. Hashtag lemon tray to get you an entry in tonight's game. It's another word for sprinkling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Come back and put hashtag lemon tray to get an entry. And like I said, you can sprinkle once per day and get an extra entry. You can go back and watch Sunday's live, grab that word, and you can sprinkle that one as well. You can sprinkle tonight's and Sunday nights all the way up until next Sunday. The game ends at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time, and then that gives me time to tally everything up and do a sprinkle drawing. But this is what our cute little lemon tray looks like with the little handles on it. This is what the back looks like. So you could do another design on the back if you wanted to. And let me show you, another designer posted some pictures, which were super cute. I'm going to share those with you. Except I think I came out of it, didn't I? When I pulled up the kit price. So the kit price, if you're interested in one of these are sold out. They sold out really, really quick. They're $39.99 plus tax. If you're not local, then it'll be plus shipping as well. Put kit below and I will grab you one. So this is what it looks like with the lime. So you see you have the light green and the dark green. So that came out really cute. And then during this workshop, we had somebody that done a watermelon. Isn't that watermelon so stinking cute? I love the watermelon. That's what I'd probably put on the back of this. So there is just some ideas of other things you can do with that same transfer. And like I said at the very beginning, we had another designer that actually took and put it on a round, rustic round. It's like a door tag kind of plaque. They took half of it and put it down and then flipped it over and put the other half and ended up with a whole big orange slice. That was super cute too. Super cute. So all my locals, make sure you go take a look at the event folder. I did post a patriotic, let's see if I can pull it up, a patriotic workshop that's going to be coming up next Thursday. Let me find that really quick and I'll go ahead and share that with you guys. All of the new patriotic stuff also sold out really quick. So luckily I grabbed a few to do during this workshop. So here are the options. So we've got the stars. Those are 3 stars. See if I can get it closer so you can see them. Cute little transfers to go on that. You're going to use my transfers, my paste, my supplies. You're going to make your project. So that's the stars. There's 3 stars. There's the 2 little houses you can make. Boy, my hand's shaking. Let me get it so it's not shaking. And then you've got this one is a 5x7 here. And then we have the bigger one is a 12 by 18 stars and stripes, so that's a little bit bigger. So that, you could do one project or you can do a combination of a couple of different ones depending on what you're looking for. But that is for the workshop coming up on the 17th of June here in Crestview. So you can find that here on the business page under the event tab. And then I think the other day, a couple of days ago, I posted some of our June promotions, or did I go live and talk to you about the June promotions? We've got the Creative Kickstart, the cute little bugs that you can get with purchase. That's in the online store. So you'd go to my online store, go shopping. I didn't bring my information in here. I think it's $65, a $65 purchase before tax and shipping. You're going to get one of the Creative Kickstart transfers, which are size B's, for free. With a $90 purchase, I think it's a $90 purchase, you get two. I have to go find that post and post that on there. So that's our Creative Kickstart. And then, of course, we've got our our standard business kit to start a business for June is been reduced to $59. $59, you get like about $215 worth of chalk product. Start a business, part-time, full-time crafting. Super fun time for $59. It's freaking crazy. And then, of course, we've got our basic business kit. You can get in the door, become a designer for $19, and then you kind of design your own kit. That one doesn't come with a kit. You design your own. But there you go. That is June promotions. Don't forget, tonight's sprinkle word is #LemonTray for this cute little project that we made. This one is already sold out. It sold out really quick to get the cute little tray, but I do have some in stock here. I've got a few. So depending on how many people want, so it kind of dictates on how many I can get to you. Just put #kit below, and then I will get with you and get that out. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thanks for stopping by. See you on the next live.